What is up, guys? It is Christ, and welcome back to what may be the final Dream Theater Thursday. I have to be honest, um, I have been absolutely dreading this day for a very, very long time. And I would be lying if I said that the reason I haven't been on the channel so much is because I knew that I would have to make this video eventually. And by just putting it off, I could just save it for one more day, and that's honestly something I've been doing for the past, I don't even know. I should have already done all the Dream Theater albums by now. Should have had it done maybe 6 months ago. But um, I have just been absolutely dreading this day. And I want to, before we get started into the video, this is just a thank you for every single person who has ever watched any one of my Dream Theater videos. Um, it has been an absolutely amazing ride from start to finish, and it is just something I'm going to carry with me for the rest of my life. And I'm going to take you back to November 18th, 2018. I had to go and look it up because I did not remember the the actual date that I had done the first Dream Theater video. But when it had came out, it was very close to my birthday. I tried not to reveal a whole bunch of personal information on here, but it was within a week of my birthday. And I remember getting a comment for doing a Dream Theater song. And at that point, I was not into progressive music at all. I did not really care for it. The few stuff that I had heard just soured my taste for it. I still don't like Rush to this day, I'm going to be honest. And that's part of the reason why I just didn't care to check out Dream Theater at all to start with. And I had been subscribed to a bunch of different reaction channels, and they had done Dream Theater here and there, and I just had never had any interest in doing Dream Theater at all. And so when I created my channel, sure enough, somebody commented on my channel and said, Dream Theater, the Glass Prison. And I I very much considered just completely ignoring that comment. But at that point, I still need to get back to this because I want this to be your guys' request at the heart of the channel instead of just doing what I want to do. Um, but at that point, I was a very small channel, maybe 50 subscribers, if that. I still am a pretty small channel by, I guess, the rest of the my peers, I guess you'd say. But so I decided I was gonna do a Dream Theater video, do one of them, and never do it again. Lo and behold, I absolutely fell in love with Dream Theater. And if that video would have gotten 20 views, I probably still would have fallen in love with them because I honestly cannot imagine my life today without Dream Theater. Looking back 2 years, I don't even know how I uh, listen to music because they are such a part of my identity now that it is hard to imagine um, not not just my online presence, but my actual identity. Any one of my friends, any one of my family members could tell you that I listen to Dream Theater all the time, and it's really one of my favorite bands. I would say that they definitely surpassed Metallica in terms of my favorite band in the world. Um, and that being said, there are definitely some that are going to be coming up pretty soon. Like I really wanted to get into Epica, but that's not really about today. Um, but over time, I just was so excited to dive into more and more and more of Dream Theater, and I could not get enough of them. And it reflected in the videos because at one point that's all I was spamming was Dream Theater. Um, but I just was absolutely in love with them, and so um, with me exploring more and more of them, I started to realize that my days doing Dream Theater were numbered, and I do have regrets because I wish I would have slowed down. But at the same time, I was so hungry for them at the start that I didn't care about longevity. But over time, I realized that this was not going to last forever, and that there would come to a point where I wouldn't have any new Dream Theater stuff to check out until they released a new album. And luckily, we checked out Distance Over Time as like the second album we ever did. But I have just so many amazing memories from you guys, just all your wonderful comments. I have maybe received 5 negative comments about Dream Theater. And I just want to thank you. You guys were so welcoming to me. You guys were so warm and just welcoming me and accepting me into the Dream Theater family. And I just cannot thank you guys enough for that. It's one of those things where if I would have gotten probably a bunch of negative comments, I probably would not have uploaded them, especially at the start, because there had been some negative comments around that time, but I had always been told that the Dream Theater fan base was toxic, and you guys just proved them wrong, and I just want to thank you guys so much for that. Before we get into the video, I know this is going to be a long video, and I know some people have probably already clicked off, but some of you guys that are here are probably longtime subscribers, and so we're just gonna talk before this because I gotta be honest, I don't want to start the music because I know this is gonna be the last studio album I react to for potentially a long time. And who knows, by the time the next Dream Theater album comes out, I may not have a channel. And so it's one of those things where I have to just complete this and accept that this may be it. And so, but before we get started, I just want to sort of reminisce, which is, I guess, what we've been doing. But I just have so many amazing memories from the very first record scratch to, I want to say, honestly, like Bells from the Glass Prison all the way to the soaring highs of, well, Black Clouds and Silver Linings, because this is the final album. I've already checked out the majority of songs on here before we actually started the channel. I mean, before we actually started like the album reactions, but I knew that this was going to have to be the last one for multiple reasons, and I'm not going to disclose some of them. But the just ongoing theme of cycles and perfect circles in Dream Theater's catalog, I wanted my channel to sort of reflect that, a nice bookend, if you will. And so that's the reason I chose to do Black Clouds and Silver Linings, because it never got a proper album reaction / review, and there's still one song on this video that I have not heard, which is going to be The Best of Times. But I just have so many amazing memories from just the first time I ever cried really in front of anybody was on the Metropolis Part 2 album, and that was a huge thing for me, because I like to keep emotions bottled up, and that was just a testament to how amazing that story writing was in that album. Dream Theater has helped me in so many different ways, from overcoming my own flaws and my own personal problems, and they've helped me through some of the darkest periods of my life. 2020 is obviously one of the worst years that humanity has ever faced, but I have found comfort, and I have found an escape from reality in their music, and I am very, very thankful for that. So yeah, I'm not going to stall any longer. We're going to be checking out the last 3 songs on Black Clouds and Silver Linings. So, without further ado, I apologize for the long intro, but it needed to be said. Thank you guys so much for supporting me throughout all this time. Let's check out The Shattered Fortress. Fitting start to this video. Now, I've obviously heard this one, so... the 12-step suite is still one of my favorite pieces that Dream Theater has ever wrote. I still wish they'd play it, but I understand why they don't. I really like the, it almost sounds like a, what the heck is that called? The sitar that Rudess has on his keyboard effect. I believe this part's from, This Dying Soul. And you got a piece from The Glass Prison, obviously. I do like how they kept this like sort of a main riff. They had some of my favorite riffs on the Shattered Fortress from the previous ones. I do like sort of the answer and callback that they did. They did that with the Glass Prison too. Also, this riff is from the Glass Prison as well. This song is so good. I love this one so much. You guys aren't going to get like a genuine reaction from this one because I've obviously heard it before, but there's one in here that I haven't heard. This one's from This Dying Soul. I think it was also in The Glass Prison too. You're smart enough for me to trust. Go live your life now. Just keep these steps in your life, and you'll know how. If you're not sure, ask yourself, have I done to them? I'm not even going to bother trying to sing because I don't know. I don't want to overpower it, and I'm sure there's a delay a little bit. Love Rudess's little subtle stuff he's doing in the background. The root of all evil part in this definitely has to be my favorite part of the song. Man, I still love Portnoy's drumming in this song. It's just absolutely amazing. I think this one's from the Glass Prison. They had definitely have a lot of stuff from the Glass Prison in here. I don't think this is from the Dying Soul, but I could be wrong. A lot of the riffs are very similar. Rudess's playing is always perfect. This riff is definitely one of my favorites. It's simple, but I love it. And of course, Rudess's shredding is just icing on the cake. I love how they blended Repentance with the Root of All Evil so perfectly here. This is like... They definitely made Repentance sound... I mean, I've changed opinions on Repentance, but it's still not my favorite. It is a good song, though. But they definitely made it so much better in here. Actually, I think the lyrics are from, I believe, This Dying Soul. Yeah.
That where there is despair, I may bring hope. That where there is shadows, I may bring
It's time to take that step into the kingdom.
where there is sadness, I may bring joy.
All your sins will help to make you
That I may seek to comfort rather than to be comforted. That I may seek to understand rather than to be understood.
You break through that prison wall.
That I may seek to love rather than to be loved. For it is by self-forgetting that one finds. It is by forgiving that one is forgiven.
Keep all of me that desires that once
I love this part of the song. I would honestly say that previous part and this part is my favorite part.
and help to give me grace to carry out your way. I am ready. Help me be all I can be. I am ready. Help guide me and keep me free.
Definitely love the Root of All Evil riff in here. Love Petrucci's guitar solo. Responsible. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Responsible. Chapter 12, Responsible.
I'm responsible when anyone, anywhere reaches
course, coming full circle. Absolutely amazing song. Shattered Fortress is definitely one of my favorites. And I do have some thoughts about this song. We are going to sort of talk about this song a little bit before we move on. So I have some thoughts about the Shattered Fortress. A lot of people, I'm in a couple of Dream Theater groups on different social media channels, and they all seem to rip on the Shattered Fortress because it's mostly reused material from previous albums. And while I will agree with that, I also think that it's for a very specific reason. The whole point about the Shattered Fortress, I find it funny that these people call themselves Dream Theater fans because they understand that cycles have everything to do with their music. Um, and then they just completely ignore that fact when it comes to the Shattered Fortress. It's supposed to be like that. It's supposed to sort of reflect, but the previous songs, but how he has changed since then. For example, some of the lyrics from the root of all evil part had been changed, um, and there was a couple different other examples of that. I think there was one from there was a section from This Dying Soul that they brought in here that sort of reflected how they had changed and grew over the course of the 12-step suite, or rather program. And so I think that it is for a very good reason that they have recycled stuff. They do have some new stuff as well, but it is mostly recycled stuff, which I actually really like because I like hearing a lot of those riffs and just different melody parts from previous songs all culminating together in this one. I think it's a really cool idea. I think it's one that um, I wish more of their songs did. There's a couple that I can think of off the top of my head, like some in Metropolis or Octavarium, or I believe The Astonishing had some as well. Systematic Chaos both began and ended with the same song. So there's different stuff like that, but nothing quite to the extent that the Shattered Fortress did. And I wish it was something that they did more often because I really love it. Anyways, so I do have some thoughts about the ending of the song. I believe I've said it in a previous video, but I'll reiterate it here. So I really do like how they bookend it with the glass prison sort of melody at the end of it, sort of bringing it full circle. But they don't actually end with that. They end with the intro to the root of all evil. In my opinion, that's for a very specific reason. In my opinion, it shows that that the temptation for Mike Portnoy, the temptation for alcohol or money or whatever that he had become addicted to, will always be there. Is what it sort of showed me, because the root of all evil goes all the way to Octavarium, and it's a never-ending cycle. And so, in my opinion, I think that it ended that way for. They didn't do that on accident. Dream Theater does not do things by accident. Everything they do is very intentional and calculated. And so I think that there was definitely a reason for doing the root of all evil at the very end. And I believe it is because it was to show that even though he is freed from this, the temptation is still there. That's sort of my beliefs on that. Let me know what you guys think of that. Um, anyways, absolutely amazing song. If I was rating it, it would be getting a 5. This whole album has been a 5 so far. And this is actually shaping up. Really, the only one I haven't heard is The Best of Times, and if this one is anything lower than a 4, I'm going to be surprised. Because this album is definitely shaping up to be a masterpiece of theirs, even though it's only got 6 songs on it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and check out The Best of Times. The only studio original Dream Theater song I have not already heard. We will be going over lyrics for this one afterwards. I'm following the lyrics on Genius, but I am not reading the meaning. We're going to go over it by ourselves. Really beautiful piano intro so far. Reminds me of A Better Life from the Astonishing. This is giving me Astonishing vibes. I love this. Ooh, hello. This is probably not going to be a very happy song. It certainly is very beautiful. Oh, that guitar is just perfect right there. Oh. I like that. I am getting Astonishing vibes from this. Ooh, okay. Alright, where are we going? I was assuming it's just going to be a ballad. Okay. Crazy guitar work. Oh my gosh. Alright, alright. I like it. Ooh, okay. Almost getting some Falling into Infinity vibes. Really like the sound. It's really nice and upbeat. Oh no, this I got a bad feeling. The temptation is there to read the interpretation, but I'm trying not to. I'm gonna cover it up with this. There, it's not there. missing dog. So far, absolutely loving the song. I have a feeling it's going to take a turn, though. The chorus is really simple. I like it. Oh, boy. I'm assuming his father had gotten sick. I don't know what from yet. If I had to guess, it would be cancer. Really like keyboards playing. It definitely adds a lot of emotion to it.
Flying through each day, all the things I should have done, but time just slipped away. Remember, seize the day.
I'm assuming that's a reference to a change of seasons.
Thank you for the inspiration. Thank you for the smiles. All the unconditional love that carried me for miles. It carried me for miles. But most of all, thank you for my life. These were the best of times. I'll miss these days. Your spirit lit my life each day. My heart is bleeding bad, but I'll be okay.
I'm trying not to cry. This is, oh man, this is rough.
My life each day.
It's not quite as sad as Take Away My Pain, but man, This is an absolutely amazing solo by Petrucci. Sorry, I'm getting tongue tied. This has got to be one of the best solos I have ever heard by him. Oh man. Oh, I like how he's doing the melody from the chorus. Oh man, Petrucci's soloing. Oh my god. It, oh no. It reminds me of the At Wit's End solo. Oh, just so beautiful at the end. Oh my gosh. What an absolutely amazing solo. Oh my gosh. We'll start that in just a second. Oh my gosh. What an amazing ending to that song. Now, I wasn't particularly close to tears throughout the song, but man, that solo got me emotional. Um I cannot stand it when people say that Petrucci does not play with emotion. It is just it's unfathomable to me that they would say something like that, and then you'd get solos like At Wit's End or The Ministry of Lost Souls or this one. There's probably several more. The Count of Tuscany. I don't understand how people can say that he doesn't play with emotion and then completely ignore stuff like this. It's just so dumb to me. I'm sure there's parts where there's definitely solos where he's more on the technical side, but I think it was just mainly to mock them. Like the solo for what was it called, As I Am, was definitely more to sort of mock the people that were telling him that, and so he just decided to go just blisteringly fast as technically complex as he possibly could. Um, which I think was kind of funny, and I think that he definitely proved his point by saying that. And there's certainly solos where it's definitely more about the technicality than what he can, like I guess, than how he can play emotionally. But you get stuff like this where I can't understand why people say that, and that goes for Dream Theater as a whole. I hear so many different people say that Dream Theater doesn't play with emotion, and it's just sorry about that. Didn't mean to bump that, but it's just mind-boggling to me. Absolutely amazing song. I have the rating for the album already, but we have one more song to check out first. Let's go ahead and go over some of the lyrics though for this. I'm not gonna put it up on screen. It's up on Genius. You guys know exactly what I use and where I go to for this, so you guys can look it up if you want to as well with me. So I'm gonna go over the verses and stuff first, and then I'm gonna look at the sort of meaning and see if I was close, if I was right, or if I wasn't. And so it says, remember days of yesterday, how it flew so fast. The score, the two score and a year we had, I thought it would always last. I'm assuming score means 10, so 21 years. I think that's what it's talking about. Those summer days in West Coast dreams I wished would never end. A young boy and his father, idol and his best friend. So, to me, this is talking about his father. I believe he's talking about growing up with his father. The chorus says, I'll always remember, those were the best of times, a lifetime together I'll never forget. So, he's reminiscing about the good old days with his father, essentially. The morning shows on the radio the case of the missing dog, which I don't quite know what this means, lying on pillows at the old 812, which I'm assuming is potentially like maybe a hotel or something. I'm not sure what the 812 is. Watching Harold and I'm not sure how to pronounce this, but Maud Maude, the record shops, the stickball fields, my home away from home, and when we weren't together, the hours on the phone. So yeah, I'm assuming this is definitely talking about his father, but it's setting up for a turn. It's setting up for something pretty bad because I just had this feeling it was lulling you into like a false sort of sense of security. I do want to quote at the end here something, but we'll get through this. So then just repeats the chorus again, and then it says, but then came the call, our lives changed forevermore. You can pray for a change, but prepare for the end. So that's where I'm assuming he had some sort of sickness. I'm assuming it was cancer since I can't really think of anything else that would come on so suddenly like that. Maybe like a really bad flu or something, pneumonia, something, but I'm leaning more towards cancer. It says, then verse 3 says, the fleeting winds of time, flying through each day, all the things I should have done, but time just slipped away. Um, he sort of has regrets, thinking about things that he could have done, things that he should have done but didn't do, and now he realizes that he doesn't have a whole lot of time left to share. I'm assuming this is coming from the point of view of Portnoy. Um, it says, remember, seize the day. Life goes by in the blink of an eye with so much left to say. You know, I have a feeling I want to check out something. I want to know who wrote the song Seize the Day by Avenged Sevenfold. I want to know who wrote this song. Because I know for a fact that um, I didn't know this, but it's really cool how things come full circle. Um, I was a huge Avenged Sevenfold fan before I was ever a Dream Theater fan. I never knew that. I knew that the Rev had died, and I knew that they brought somebody in to do the drums and complete the drums. I didn't know who Mike Portnoy was back then. But I did know that the Rev was actually a huge fan of Mike Portnoy, and that he modeled a lot of his drum work on Portnoy. And listening to like Avenged Sevenfold's catalog prior to his death, it's very evident, and so I really like that, and I like how things come full circle. But I really want to see who wrote this song. Written by, I'll look on Wikipedia. So essentially, I want to see if the Rev wrote this song because I know he was a huge Portnoy fan, and he must have heard A Change of Seasons before. And so that's just something I want to do. Songwriters. It says Avenged Sevenfold. Who wrote the song? Okay, I can't actually. If I had the. I have the CD around here somewhere, but I don't have the booklet. I'm going to go on a limb and assume that the Rev had wrote or composed Seize the Day. Because with. It's a very direct reference to Dream Theater's catalog, in my opinion. So that's just the reason I think that. But so that line is, I believe, a reference to the song A Change of Seasons. Remember, seize the day, life goes by in the blink of an eye with so much left to say. And then the chorus 2 says, these were the best of times as in past tense. I'll miss these days, your spirit lit my life each day.
Verse 4 says, "Thank you for the inspiration. Thank you for the smiles, all the unconditional love that carried me for miles. It carried me for miles, but most of all, thank you for my life." I'm assuming he's talking about the life that he gave him. Uh, and then the outro said, "My heart is bleeding bad, but I'll be okay. Your spirit guides my life each day." And then, of course, this says guitar solo, but of course, we already knew that. Um, so I'm gonna go out and it don't make sense, but I want to look at the sort of meaning for this song. The fifth track on Dream Theater's 10th studio album, Black Clouds and Silver Linings. Written by then drummer Mike Portnoy, the lyrics revolve around his relationship with his father, the late Howard Portnoy, who was dying of cancer at the time of the song's creation. Oh man, so he was going through his last stages of life as the song was being written. That's sad. A tribute to Portnoy's father can be found in the album's liner notes. I'm gonna have to do that. I was thinking about bringing. Oh, I should have gotten uh the Black Clouds and Silver Lining CD. I have it, but I didn't bring it, and I can't really pause the recording, and I don't want to edit, so I should look. I'll look at that afterwards. This song has never been performed live as it was too emotional for Portnoy. Very understandable. A version of this song with Mike Portnoy on lead vocals instead of the usual vocalist was released on this single EP for Wither. The version was the one Portnoy played to his father on both his. Okay, that got me. I'm not even gonna lie. That's sad. This version was the one Portnoy played to his father on both his hospital bed and at his funeral. Oh man. Oh, that is sad. Got through the whole song, but that final bit got me. Oh man. Oh man, it was an absolutely amazing song though. Let me tell you what. The best of times, definitely one of the best Dream Theater songs I've heard, and it is fitting that Dream Theater keeps surprising me until the very very end. That's rough. I could never do that. I could never. I would if I were to play a song for somebody that I had wrote about them, especially if it was one about their life and them potentially passing away. I couldn't I couldn't play it. I would break down in tears. And there's songs that I can't even sing without getting emotional and my voice cracking from getting choked up. So yeah, I couldn't do that. But yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and check out the Count of Tuscany. We've actually already checked it out, but we're here to listen to it again. Actually, I believe I had asked you guys to give me a live version, and I completely had forgotten about this. Let me look on my channel community. I had asked you. Okay, we're gonna go with, I guess, High Voltage 2011. Okay, so I did not plan this, and as a result, I'm actually going to switch channels so that I don't get ads in the middle of this. So it said this is not professional quality. Um, but we're gonna try it anyways. So this is completely unplanned. I apologize for the delay. I did not expect to do this. So you're gonna have to bear with me for a little bit. Okay, let's go ahead and check this out. They said this has good audio, though. I hope this isn't studio. I'm assuming that's Tuscany. Oh my gosh. Why is there no professional recording of this one? Oh man. Wow, this audio is really good, despite it not being professional. There's Metal Jesus. Is Portnoy actually here? No, I think that's Mangini, isn't it? This is either a temporary musician or this is Mangini. Yeah, I think that's Mangini. It looks like Mangini. Sounds really good though. Please let me know if there's any professional audio recording of the Count of Tuscany live. I would love to know. They play so tight together. It's incredible. Where is Labrie? Where the heck does he even disappear to? That's what I want to know. Certainly has his sneak skill up pretty high because he's able to disappear pretty fast. The break sounds really good here. This audio sounds like it is from the soundboard. Yeah, that's Mangini for sure. I like how he's the only one without any sort of facial hair in the band. I think Mancini made a mistake just there, but that's all right. Playing a 6-string right there. Oh wait, I think it's a little soul patch. This would have been such a legendary performance to get live. Why didn't they do this? Why didn't they professionally record this? Sounds like he's doing the harmony line. Yeah, he's definitely doing the harmony line, but why is he doing the harmony line? Maybe he did it in the studio, maybe I just wasn't paying attention. It also may just be, also maybe it was too high for him, I don't know. This would have been such a legendary one to catch professionally recorded. And Genie is certainly going off. Oh, that's what I'm hearing. He hit those, I don't know what the heck those things are called. I noticed Labrie is gone, and he's so good at disappearing. Man, what an amazing rendition of the song. Oh, I like that effect on the video. Doing a little bit of light improv. Focus camera. It's trying to pick up that person in front of him. Got the pedal right there. I think he does. Where are the drone shots when you need them? His guitar tone is so amazing. I love the sound of that feedback. It just is such a soft sound to it. I believe he's playing that on the harmonics, but I could be wrong. Such a beautiful part of the song. I think I can hear the crowd clapping. I'm gonna assume they're clapping, or they will be clapping when he switches to that acoustic pedal. Yeah. I wish I could hear the crowd. It would be so incredible to hear. They're so faint. This is definitely from the soundboard. Oh, such a beautiful guitar sound.
One and only John Petrucci.
This is definitely soundboard audio. Oh, I like how he's just sitting down. Be cool if Mae Young came and sat beside him.
No one by my side. I don't understand. I don't think that I deserve this. What did I do wrong? I just don't understand. I just don't understand.
This song, absolute perfection right here.
Give me one more chance. Let me please explain. It's all been circumstance. I'll tell you once again. You took me for a ride, promising a vast adventure. Next thing that I know,
Manjitas, I love seeing Manjitas smile. He just looks like he's up there having the time of his life. I think he gets treated unfairly. Even though I myself have, well, treated him unfairly. Oh man. I would say that he definitely did court my justice on the song. I want to hear that crowd roaring so bad. I cannot wait to watch The Distance Over Time. I mean, the Distant Memories one. I have it. Where did I even put it? Oh, it's downstairs. I would love, absolutely love to hear the crowd in this. You can just barely hear them, and I can't even hear right now. The crowd has to be roaring right now.
Thank you. Good night.
What an absolutely amazing song. Oh my gosh. Count of Tuscany is definitely one of the best songs that they have ever wrote. I don't even care about the cheesy lyrics. Like, lyrics are one thing, but that musicianship is just out of this world in that song. Um, Mangini, I don't know how he was probably very green to this band when he did this, because I think Black Clouds and Silver Linings came out in 2009. I think Portnoy had left in, I think, either then 2010 or 2011. So he was at least at the very most like a couple of years into the band. And so that's he's just definitely a really good fit for them. Um, I thought the sound quality was absolutely amazing, and I was gonna be disappointed if it wasn't amazing because it would have soured, I guess, the final video if the audio would have been terrible. But the audio was absolutely phenomenal of that live performance. The only complaint I have about that live video is you can't hear the crowd very well. If you could have heard the crowd, it would have been 10 out of 10. I give that a 9.5 though because there you couldn't really hear the crowd. But that just doesn't really register on the scale of 1 to 5 that I do. So I'm gonna call that a 5. Um, yeah, I can't really find any fault with that. I heard one slip up that Mangini had done, where he hesitated to do a snare beat, but other than that, I thought it was phenomenal. I can't really fault him for that because he would smoke me on drums any day of the week. So I don't really have uh I can't really criticize him because I'm not necessarily I'm not even in the same planet as him. That guy's like living on like like Jupiter, and I'm just sitting here on one of little Jupiter's like little moons, like little asteroids. That's what I am. Anyways, what an absolutely amazing song. And an absolutely amazing finisher to not only the album but bringing Dream Theater Thursday to a close. I would say that this album is 100% one of my favorites. This album belongs up there in the top 5 if not top 3. I the thing is I listened to their entire catalog and some of my favorites change. Some of them stay the same, but typically everything goes down or up at least a point, 2 or 3. And so this one I would definitely put in the top 5. Um, it's just I can't believe it. I can't believe that I finally come to the end of Dream Theater Thursday. Like this doesn't even seem real. Um, I've been dreading this day for so long, and I feel very privileged and blessed to have had you guys on this amazing journey. This has just become one of my absolute favorite bands in the entire world. Definitely my favorite as of now. Um, and I'm just so thankful for it because I don't even know where I would be had I not created this channel. A lot of people, my brother specifically, has heard of reaction channels, and he doesn't like them. He finds them to be a very stupid type of entertainment, but he doesn't understand the point of reactions, and that is to show somebody the first time you have ever heard something, give your thought on it. Um, Not only that, but expose you to new music. I can safely say I would never have heard Dream Theater had it not been for this channel. I would never have heard Nightwish had it not been for this channel. I would never have heard Angra, Nightwish, Epica, Glory Hammer, Ailstorm. I would have never heard many of the artists that I call favorites now if it had it not been for this channel. Um, Not only that, but several of you have been exposed to new music because of it, and at the end of the day, that's what this channel is about. This channel is about exposing people to new music that maybe they have never heard before, or maybe they just passed up. And so I'm definitely thankful for my channel and what it has done for me and what it's done for so many of you. I get comments all the time, especially when I took a break or I took an extended break. People asking where I've been, saying they missed me, saying that they missed seeing the content, and it's just um, it reminds me that it's not about me. This content's not about me. This content is about making other people happy. At the end of the day, is what this content and my channel is for. And so I just thank you guys. I cannot thank you guys enough for letting me be a part of your life. If you've ever clicked on a Dream Theater video or any video in general, clicked on it for 2 seconds or watched for the whole thing, um, I cannot thank you for giving me a chance. I cannot thank you enough. And I feel very honored and blessed to have been part of your life. Guys, with that being said, I have been dreading this day forever. And it's fitting that it's the last day of 2020 and we finish out 2020 not only bookend a couple different things, and we end it on a very, very, very positive note. Um, Dream Theater, as well as so many artists, have gotten me through 2020, and I probably would be in like really depressed had it not been for a lot of the artists that I listen to. I really don't want this video to end in case you haven't guessed, but if this is the end of the road for you, I understand. If you guys want to unsubscribe or just not watch any videos, I understand. Because a lot of you were here specifically for Dream Theater, and now that it's gone, there's nothing holding you to the channel. And if this is the end of the road for you guys, I understand, and I thank you for having been a part of this channel. I wish you would stay and check out some of the other artists because you have showed me some amazing songs, and I hope to show you some amazing songs. But yeah, I wanted to I wanted to not record this for so long, and now I can't find myself. I can't bring myself to hit the stop recording button. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you later.